The tribal territories, which cover an area of over 16,000 square kilometers between the Northwest Frontier Province administered districts and the Pak Afghan border, with a population of some 3,500,000 people who call themselves Pashtuns, are still administered under a complex political system. If on one hand, these tribesmen have been deprived of democratic setup and are left at the mercy of one authority called political agent, who is empowered with British-era dictatorial law called Frontier Crimes Regulation or FCR. On the other are they confronted with military offensives and US drone attacks, which they say kill more civilians than militants said to be hiding near Afghan border.
Drone attacks have inflicted more casualties on the civilians than on the suspected militants. Out of 100 attacks, I think only one targeted the militants while the rest hit the civilians. Similar is the case with the military operations in the tribal regions.
These Pashtuns or tribesmen living on the border edge have a history of resisting intruders, and they believe in their own traditional lifestyle. A distinctive feature of the tribal life is the Jirga system. A tribal council or assembly of the leading tribal elders, maliks or khans, call for various purposes, particularly for resolving both civil and criminal cases among the tribes. The Jirga decides the disputes on the basis of available evidences within no more than 4 days. The Jirga can hand down different sentences based on the offense made. The sentence to burn the house of the criminal is in the whole world a penalty solely enforced by Jirga in Fata.
Right from the inception of our tribal system, we are following the Jirga and it suits us. We all take our disputes pertaining to land, property, blood feud, blood money, and other important intertribal affairs to Jirga, and its decisions are acceptable to everyone.
In the rugged tribal regions of Pakistan, where people of every status have high regards for the grey-bearded elders of the Jirga and are bound to respect and obey their decisions, this system plays a pivotal role in maintaining law and order by delivering highly impartial and Pashtun's tradition-oriented justice to all and sundry.
It's our traditional obligation to respect our elders. Therefore, decisions taken by them are accepted and heard by all of us.
Perhaps this might be the reason that tribal people have always opted for Jirga system to settle their disputes.
In fact, this is the only way where law and order is maintained. When the government has an issue with someone, they refer it to the Jirga, and the Jirga collectively normally give a just decision that this man is guilty or not guilty and what punishment it should be given.
In recent years, the Jirgas have played a significant role in striking several deals between the Pakistani military and the militants in the country's tribal regions, with the most famous pact agreed on September 5, 2006 to restore peace in the North Waziristan Agency. Similarly, recently another Jirga was held on the 13th of March between the government and Mahsood tribe for restoration of peace in South Waziristan Agency. The government has called major Jirgas in the tribal belt, where the Pashtun elders hold much sway. It hopes they will use their influence to tackle the problem of militancy, which has taken a heavy toll on the civilians in the form of terrorist attacks and US drone strikes. In the recent past, many Islamist parties like Jamaat-e-Islami and Jamiyat Ulama Islam Fazlur Rahman have arranged many Jirgas, both mini and grand ones, to denounce the US incursions through pilotless planes on Fata. In addition, the Jirgas have formed Lashkars comprising volunteers who are backed by the security forces at time of fighting militants.
Lashkar, especially formed by the Jirgas, they had a very effective role in curbing the militancy or any outlawed activity in their area. And especially when we see in the current situation, the decision is very good because it is part of a culture, of the Pashtun culture. But the thing is how empowered they are, how powerful they will be, and how much effective they can play their role.
Whether it is Pakistan or Afghanistan, Pashtuns and Jirga cannot be separated from one another. And that is the reason that after years of war with Taliban, the US-led forces and Afghan President Hamid Karzai have agreed to hold Grand Jirga with Taliban leadership for restoration of peace in Afghanistan, who are no more than Pashtuns. Zahid Hussain, Press TV, Peshawar.